As I ask you another question,
Okay.
with the year of Jubilee underway, how should we approach Lent this year? Are there any special focuses or practices we should consider as we prepare for this scarred season?
Okay. Yeah. This year, as you said, is the year of the Great Jubilee, the Jubilee of Hope. You realize that the last Jubilee that we had was in the year 2000. So after some years, like 25 years, the Holy Father declares a Jubilee year. Then probably another would come in the year 2050. Yeah, so we are lucky to be celebrating this time the year of Jubilee, because we are not very sure whether all of us will still be there in 2050. And therefore, it is a call for us, as the theme of the Jubilee year, that we are pilgrims of hope. And therefore, even as we enter into the season of Lent, we enter still as pilgrims of hope. And the practices that we have of prayers, of visiting the shrines that have been offered for us to go and seek for indulgences and for the grace of God, having seminars, workshops, and kind of encouraging each other in hope that we are pilgrims, we are walking towards the heavenly kingdom, not as people that have no hope, but as people that are full of hope and full of God's promises. And therefore, even as we observe the Lenten season, we continue with the same energy and enthusiasm of pilgrims that are filled with hope. And this time now, again, as we observe the Lenten season, we intensify our prayers, the Lenten observances, as well as the prayers that we have for the Jubilee year. You realize the symbol that is there for the Jubilee year, that emblem or the logo, the way it is inviting us that it is drawn as though there are four people following each other, and these four people, they are kind of representing all people of the world there, and in front of them is the rose, is the cross of Christ, which at the bottom there is bent and bears the symbol of an anchor. Yeah, and it is to show that we as Christians, our faith is anchored in the cross of Christ. So we are following each other as pilgrims led by the cross of Christ. And you realize also on that emblem, there are waves, kind of waves, that symbolizing that in the world we face many challenges, like people sailing, they could face waves, and therefore the cross of Christ helps them to remain focused, because they anchor their faith on the cross of Christ. And I think that is what we are called to during this Lenten season, that the cross of Christ may be our anchor. You remember, or you know very well, that within the Lenten season, especially on Fridays, we shall be observing the way of the cross. Yeah. It is a reminder to us that we are pilgrims of hope, and we rely so much on the cross of Christ, a symbol of our redemption and a symbol of God's mercy for us as Christians. And also the big cross that is the Jubilee cross, you realize that Jesus is symbolized as one who is bent downwards. An image or a symbolism that is showing us that Jesus leans towards us. It is Him who is seeking us, even in our troubles, challenges, difficulties. He is seeking us. He is bending towards us, so that He may offer the forgiveness and the redemption that He offers for us all.
Okay.
Yeah.